bringing our feet up onto here. Let's start with bent legs. All right.
Sure.
Keeping the shoulders retracted when we're grabbing onto the weights. All right. We're going to start in a neutral grip, so palms facing each other. All right. Just a safer position on the shoulders to start off with. All right. From here, we're pushing our legs out so they're straight. We don't want them completely locked out, but we don't want them bent up here either. We're going to be driving down through the heels to keep us stable. From here, keep everything nice and tight. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the torso forward just a little bit, all right, and then we're going to retract the shoulders. From here, you're rowing in towards the rib cage, squeezing the shoulder blades tight, keeping those shoulders retracted, controlling out, right, and then back in again, squeezing tight. All right, guys, we're going to go over body weight squats now. We're trying to get the client to get down just past our knee length, all right? So that's a good marker before we can send them towards a barbell. All right, that with a 16 kilo kettlebell. All right, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to set up where the person feels comfortable with their hips and their feet. All right, generally it's going to be toes turned out just a little bit, but that rule doesn't count for everybody. It's just generally. From here, all right, we're keeping an upright torso, so retracting the shoulders. All right, we're going to put our hands over our shoulders just to keep that upright position. From here, we're going to send the hips out into that anterior pelvic tilt. All right, so we're squatting down all the way to the box. We're not relaxing here. We're making sure to keep the muscles active in this position and the scapula retracted. So from here, we're driving up through the whole entire foot, making sure the knees aren't pulling in as well. Alright, so knees should be in line with the toes, coming up to the top. Then we're jumping into that neutral pelvis, squeezing those glutes, making sure everything's tight from here. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to superset between a cable row and our squats.
The reason why Brie has her hands up, obviously elbows up tall as well, is basically if someone has their arms by their side, usually they round forward, so it's a very quick way to fix this issue, especially if you've got a group session as well, you got a lot of people, you want to fix it as quick as possible. The reason why there's a mirror there, obviously for foundations especially, you want to make sure that their knees aren't collapsing and they know what a collapsed knees looks like, so you want them to actually watch the mirror, making sure that it is tracking in line, obviously when they're squatting, okay? So you guys all set?
Alright guys, we're going to go for our leg press now. So taking note that squat pattern is transferred into our leg press as well. Same similar movement. All right, so setting up, we're going to set up our feet first of all. So watching out where the rack is here, we're going to push through our heels on the ground here and push up. All right, to set up. From here, we're going to bring our feet up into that squat position. Now, noting the higher we go up, the more it's going to be hamstrings and glute recruitment. Okay. So it's going to, especially if someone's getting a little bit of pain through the knees or anything like that, we're going to definitely want them to start up a bit higher. All right, pulling them down, that's going to be a lot more quad recruitment. All right, so just being careful as well, especially if they haven't done much training in the past, we probably do want to start them up just a little bit higher to start. All right, so from here, squat position, toes slightly turned out, knees are going to stay in line with the feet as well, so we're not tracking in. All right, setting up, so tall posture as well, so we're not rounding through the lower back. All right, from here you're going to unlock the safety, taking note that it's going to fall down from here. Okay. Set it up for where the person's ready to sit.
Yeah, lower squat is.
Lower squat, yeah, where their lower squat is. All right, from here we're driving through the heels, okay, so driving through the heels and we're pressing up all the way to the top. Now we're not going to lock those knees out because if we're not stable through the joints or if we're not used to it, engaging the muscles as well, locking them out is going to be a very dangerous position for someone new in the gym. So from here, controlling back down and then pressing up through the heels again, not locking those knees out. Alright guys, so now we're going to go into a TRX row. So taking note that this is the exact same position as what we've done over at our cable row. Alright. We're just changing the piece of equipment. All right, so setting up for this one, we're going to keep the hands nice and close to the chest and palms facing each other. It's the same as what we did over there. All right, from here, we're bringing our feet out to where we feel comfortable to start. Taking note that we want to keep our shoulders, hips and knees all in line and the core engaged. All right, from here, retracting the shoulders back, all right, keeping them retracted the whole entire time. All right, we're going to bring the handles apart and then we're going to slowly lower ourselves down. All right, keeping full control over the scapula here. Right, then we're rowing our body in towards the handles, retracting those shoulder blades, squeezing them tight, and controlling back out and back in.
Cool thing to note guys is obviously, especially foundation as well, is tempo. So usually with tempo we go on 3 seconds, so 3 seconds down, 3, 2, 1, then 1 second explosive back up. If someone's just dropping and popping, there's no control. So especially with your bench press and that as well, keeping them control on the way down so they got stability, and then firing back up tall and just getting used to that control of the movement rather than drop, pop, drop, pop, drop, pop. Wicked. One last thing guys for foundations 2, what we're basically going to do is we're going to go over to the rack pulls. You're going to get the client to try again, obviously to hit up their rack pulls which you finished foundations 1 on. Try not to say anything, try not to obviously correct their movement. See if they can remember what they learned from day 1. So we're going to really put that memory to the test here, okay? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Alrighty guys, have fun.